They say it's all in my head, I still feel the pain. Every time it's cold and every time it rain, feel like ice water running through my veins. Since the day I got hit, I ain't been the same. See my dog die, they blew out his brains all on the window, feel like window pane. Had to suck it up and told it to the game. Glizzy on my hip, I'm standing on my name.
Man, what up, people? Man, yeah, man. Tonight on the lots, man. About to kind of well, it ain't no different approach, but like I told y'all from the jump, I'm telling y'all stories out of my real life, you hear me? Situations and events in my real life. And today, you know, I told y'all like how I think of the stories I'ma tell and stuff is from, like, you know, I probably be you know, doing something. It's like it's something that trigger, you know, certain thoughts. I might be past the place and I think about, man, I remember when this happened, or I might talk to somebody, or like this happened, or I might hear a song. And in this case, I was at work and I was listening to my playlist. I mean, you know, like YouTube will make you a playlist, you know, based on the stuff that you watch and listen to. And this song from The Weeknd came on, and the song called Valerie, you hear me? And so when I heard the song, it made me start thinking about this chick Valerie that I used to mess with, man. And that was like, well, it wasn't the first white girl that I had got with, but it was the first white girl that I really had like built a relationship with. And like, I ain't gonna lie, I caught feelings, like, you hear me? And like, I ain't gonna lie, my niggas were like, boy, you tripping, like, you know, they were tripping out on me, you hear me? Even I thought I was like, man, I'm tripping, man, I'm asleep out here, man, you hear me? Like, you know, you ain't supposed to be catching no feelings, especially not from the white girl and all this shit, you dig? But I'm gonna kind of run it down to y'all, cause you know, you see in the title, yeah, she ended up getting killed, you hear me? And, the nigga shot her in her head and left her in the field out there in Covington, you hear me? Covington, Louisiana. But I had met Valerie. I was working at Sonics. You know, like I told y'all, I always get some kind of job and work at least 6 months out the year so I can get me some income tax money, right? So at this particular time, I was working at the Sonic on Berman Highway in Terrytown. You hear me? Me and my nigga Mike, we were working at Sonic, and so the little chick, you know, she was a co-hop or whatever, and I was on the grill. And Mike was a co-hop, so like they always, you know, like together and shit. And she always be fucking with him, and she'll like, you know, he always determined like, man, she always hitting me or like pushing me, and you know that little silly shit, you dig? And like he used to get aggravated with it, so I'm like, shit, boy, you tripping, boy, that girl like you or whatever like that. Like he ain't look at it like that. I'm like, man, that girl like you, she wanna fuck or whatever. So when he didn't take no interest in her, I had swooped on in, you heard me? I had swooped on in and you dig? We started fucking around, you heard me? And so like we go to fucking around, man, and I had ended up leaving Sonic. I had got my income tax money, so I was happy. I left Sonic, I'm back hustling and everything else. And so like I said, we messing around. You dig? You know, y'all already know I'm fucking the shit out of it, dog. And around the time we was fucking around, the hurricane was coming. It was what was that hurricane? I don't know. Isaac was about to fly off my tongue. It probably was hurricane. I forgot. It was one of them hurricanes, dude. And you know, it was kind of bad. It was one of them, I can't remember exactly what hurricane it was, you hear me? But I had really done some down bad shit, and you know, that's why I look back on it and I could tell like I really had kind of caught feelings for her, you dig? I had left my damn family, man. Y'all don't judge me, bro. You hear me? I already done told myself up about this. I already said I was wrong. I was low down. I was a dirty ass nigga for this shit. You know, I had left my family during that storm. You hear me? To be with this girl and her family. You know, and they was staying in Bell Chase. Nice house, nice little subdivision back there. You hear me? You know, I got all these different white men working for the Chevron plants and all this working on already. They got money, they barbecue, and they got generators and all this. So, you know, lights went out and everything. Shit, we still got power. We still eating and all that. And I can't imagine what my family was going through. They ain't got no generators and shit. They were way in the east. I had left them in East Show by my auntie house, man. Like I said, I think on this, and man, I always beat myself up about it because I was wrong for this shit, you know. But this we like I said, we grew more and more together. Like she really was like, she had feelings for me. She knew I had a family and everything like that. You dig? And it was like crazy to me, cause like I said, this was the first white girl that I really had a relationship with. Like I didn't fuck other white girls and shit, but I never had a relationship with one. You know what I'm saying? Talking about like the extent where I'm going to public with her and everything. And so like, she let me see her car. She always buying me shit. You hear me? I'm talking about, it's so crazy. Like, she done paid the light bill at my house. You hear me? Paid the light bill, paid my girl phone bill, bought my daughter's clothes, shoes, fed my family. When I bring her around my niggas, she feed them whatever. I want weed, I want pills, whatever. She give me whatever. We take trips, everything. You hear me? So you know, I was like, man, this some shit I just ain't never experienced. Like, you hear me? And my cousin, Lil Solo, everybody like, man, son, you gotta, man, tell her hook me up with one of her friends, cause they saying how, you know, nigga like, man, she treat you like you a king. Nigga like, what the fuck? Like, man, what one of her friends at or whatever. So I remember I threw my cousin Solo, I threw him on her sister. She had a sister named Carly. Yeah, but she was fucking with this dude. He was a white dude, so like, you know, but she really ain't like him like that. You know what I mean? It was like they had a little, like, they love each other, whatever, but she didn't like him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she really like get aggravated with him, cause like dude was a little asshole type nigga. You know what I mean? So we all go out. You know what I mean? And you know, like I said, these white girls and shit, so they like, oh my God, I want to go on Bourbon Street. I want to see Bourbon. Can y'all take me to Bourbon? Or whatever. So, shit, we hop in the, cause her sister had what that was, that Envoy truck. She had an Envoy truck, and Valerie had I don't know why I want to say Sequoia, but it wasn't no Sequoia. It was something like the Envoy. I think it like that Trailblazer or something like that shit. But we all jump in car that night in the Envoy, and we ride over to the Bourbon Street. And so, you know, Solo, he trying to like, shit, if she freaking out like that, then the sister supposed to freak out. You hear me? So I'm in the back seat. She giving me head in the back seat and everything, while her sister and him up there, you know. So he trying to get her to do it. She like, I ain't doing that or whatever. So, you know, and another night, well, first let me stay on track. You hear me? Let me stay on track. Another time we go to Gramercy. We go out there to Gramercy, fuck the shit out of her and shit. She treat me all kind of shit. You hear me? So at this time right here, it's like, I don't know that I have feelings for her. You hear me? I'm just like, I'm like, in my mind, I just fuck with girl, like, you hear me? Because she just do so much. So what nigga wouldn't like this shit? You dig? What nigga wouldn't keep her around to keep on getting sparrowed like this? You hear me? So, come back from Gramercy. These white people threw a party, and it was like what that shit called? Like it's a white person thing, but I know they do this shit out of town because I heard a black person, a bonfire, like a bonfire, whatever, where they light the fire and everybody on like a little beach, but we about to levy, you heard me? We about to levy out there in Belchie somewhere, and they got the little bonfire. We all out there drinking and smoking and all that, you heard me? And so I had brought my nigga Mike with me, you hear me? This my bro. Talking about like from childhood, elementary on up, like you dig, we rock like that. That's my brother, you hear me? And so you know, this Mike, the same nigga that you dig, like I said, was working at Sonic, and he was really supposed to have her, not me. So, you know, so of course, yeah, in my mind, she like Mike or whatever. So like I said, we had the bonfire, and they disappeared, you hear me? They disappeared in the truck, you hear me? So like, I'm drinking and shit, I'm smoking, and I'm like, man, what the fuck? Where they done went at, you hear me? And so I go walk to the truck. Man, when I walk to the truck, man, she back there giving Mike head. So like, man, I'm talking about I flip out. I'm like, man, what the fuck? Like, what you doing? You hear me? Like, man, you know? Like, and that's when I had realized I didn't call feelings for her, because I'm like, I'm tripping on my dude. This is my dude from childhood, man. And I'm tripping on him behind a white girl giving them head. So he looking at me like, what the fuck wrong with you? Like, bitch, you dig? Like, this a white girl, bitch, you tripping. Like, you hear me? And I'm like, man, you tripping. So she looking at me like, confused, like, I didn't think you'd be mad. I thought, you know, he wanted, like, man, I'm like, man, what the fuck? So now, in her mind now, it's like, you hear me? Well, I guess she took it as like, I wanted to be her boyfriend or some shit, you hear me? Because she like, oh my God, I wouldn't have did it if I knew you would get mad. I was like, that's your friend, that's your bro. You know, I thought it was cool or whatever. And I'm like, I really didn't know what to say, because I'm like, I'm realizing I'm tripping. You dig? Like, I'm tripping. I wasn't supposed to grow no feelings in this shit. But it was like I said, it was the thing she did. You hear me? I never had nobody do shit like this for me. I went to jail, you hear me? I got locked up. And man, when I got locked up, she going crazy. She like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? I can't leave you in there. I miss you and this and this and that, you hear me? So, you know, I got a bind. I tell her my bind. And you know, my bind $10,000, so that's $1,000 or whatever. And so she called this when I still was fucking with my nigga Drew and shit, you hear me? And so she called Drew, and she like, what can I do? And all this like this. She like, y'all ain't got no money, y'all can't help him out. I gotta get my man out or whatever. So she go and she go to she fucked two white dudes, these two white men that she knew want to fuck her. And she got 500 from each of them, you hear me? She came and she fucked them two niggas and came buying me out. She went gave that money to Drew. Drew went paid the bondsman. And when I got out of jail, I'm walking across the street from the jailhouse, walk across 2 lanes. They waiting in the car, waiting on me. Drew got this girl with these other niggas out the Calio, and she in the back seat waiting on me, son. It's so funny, like she smiling, she run out and hug me and shit. I get in the car because I'm like, boy, I'm ready to get fucked, boy. I just been sitting in that can, like it was a couple weeks I was in there, you hear me? And so, man, I get in the car, these niggas got guns and all this shit, and I'm like, man, what the fuck, y'all tripping, you hear me? So, you know, like that shit made me like, damn, she really fuck with a nigga, you hear me? She a fuck nigga just to get me out of jail, like she really fuck with a nigga, you hear me? And the reason why I'm telling this story is because I feel like a part of her getting killed was my fault. cause I was like I ain't gonna lie, I was like a real bad influence on her, son. And her sister told me this shit, you hear me? And so like now I was fucking with them pills, perks, trains, and all that shit. I'm on the mileage and all that shit. So at that time I'm fucking with my partner Mike, childhood friend. She a dyke, her name Tudor. And she had this stripper bitch she was fucking with. Was whole lady Precious. She a stripper. And so they had got this connect on these mileage, and so we popping them bitches. We all in this little like rave parties and shit. My first time ever doing that with the techno dance and the glow sticks and all this crazy shit. But I ain't gonna lie, I had fun. You hear me? And so they telling her when they see her like selling the mileage at the rave party, they like, oh man, look. So they giving her the mileage and shit for the sale, but I'm taking them bitches. You hear me? And so I had put her in a sticky situation where she ain't had their money, and they wanted to fuck her up, but I ain't about to let them fuck my girl up. You hear me? So she started getting all bad. I don't know where it like went downhill, but it was them pills and shit. The mileage on top of that, the perks and the trains, you dig? So she started, you hear me? She going down now. And I knew she was going down the first time she asked me to borrow some money. I'm like, what the fuck? And sad to say, I did not give her the money, you hear me? So I turned around later on and flip it on her like I needed $100. Cause really I was just trying to score something to get back on, cause I had fell off. So I'm trying to get back on. So I tell her I need $100. You hear me? Just so I can score. And but I act like I owed a nigga, and the nigga was trying to kill me. So I really need the money. So this girl here breaking her next door neighbor house, and she stole some shit, and she got me the money. But she got caught. So her mama, she like, what's going on with her? Woo. And so she sent her away by her grandma people out there in Covington. But anybody who know, if you got a habit ain't easy to kick. So when she get out there to Covington, you heard me, her mama think that she, gonna, shake back cause she away from all this. Like I said, they blame me for this shit, because they were like, she was never like that on these drugs and all that shit. But when she go out there, like I heard she hadn't started fucking with that dope and that coke. And so she fucking with a nigga that hustled. And so like I don't know, from that point I don't know how it went. I had ended up going back to jail. You dig? And this was at the beginning of when I went back to jail and I was about to go do my jokes, when I was about to sit down. You hear me? And I called out to the world, and my nigga Mike, he tell me like, man, Valerie dead or whatever. So I'm like, what? He like, man, yeah, son. She was fucking with this nigga, and like he was like, he think that she had stole his shit, cause she was supposed to come down and see me, but she was like, it'll be easy if I could just send you a bus ticket and you could come out here and visit me or whatever. And I'm like, I'm thinking about it, whatever like that. And I had ended up not going, and I ended up going to jail. And I always used to be thinking like, damn, what if I would have went out there? Would have, maybe she'll still be alive. I don't know. But she was fucking with this dude, and like I said, how my nigga Mike told me the story, she had stole some drugs from or whatever like that, and the nigga took her in the field out there in Covington, and he shot her in her head and left her out there, you hear me? And I ain't gonna lie, when he told me about it, dog, it fucked me up, cause like I said, it was like I had really good feelings for this girl, son, cause the shit she'll do for a nigga, son. I ain't never had that treatment. You hear me? The closest treatment I had was with this other little chick, but that's a whole nother story. She had stayed in the East. I'll tell y'all about her, cause that motherfucker was crazy though, you hear me? But Yeah, man. Yeah, man. My motherfucking Valerie, dog. My first white girl I really caught some feelings for, dog. Fuck. Got her ass killed, bro. Fuck. You hear me? But yeah, man. So that's how she ended up getting shot in the head and got left in the field out there in Covington, dog. Like her family really blame me for that shit. Like I turned her out and I fucked her up, son. And I ain't lying, son. When they told me that shit, it kind of feel like I ain't lying. It made me feel bad, son. I was like, you know, like she would have never turned out like that. She would have never started messing with you. I saw the difference when she started messing with you. In the beginning, her mama fucked with a nigga, son. I ain't lying. But at the end, boy, her mama did not like me. You hear me? Because she felt like I turned her daughter out, and that's the reason she did, son. So, on that note, I'm out, man. Rest in peace, Valerie, girl. I miss you like a motherfucker, bro. I swear to God, I miss you for real. You always have a place in my heart, little Valerie. I'm out, dude.
Smoke me a nigga, they gon' feel my pain. Drake on the passenger side. Don't mind me, I'm tryna beat the odds. If I die today, I meet you in the sky. If you ain't make it up, hold my soul fried. Even after I die, still love to my guys.